Humera.
Matt, just to go back to Hezbollah a minute ago, I just want to make sure I heard what you said. I heard right what you said. So you said U.S. does not support a full-blown war in the border?
It's not what we want to see. We don't want to see a full-blown war. We want to see this resolved by a diplomatic resolution.
Sure. So are you saying that U.S. is against the possible offensive that Israel is talking about carrying out?
So we want to see it resolved through diplomatic means, and that's what we have been pursuing. I also said that Israel has a right to defend itself, and it is not a tenable situation for tens of thousands of people to continue to be displaced from their homes. But what we've heard Israel say is that their preferred resolution is a diplomatic one, and we agree with that.
Right, but they're also saying today, Military Chief of General Staff Herzi Halevi is saying Israel is ready for a military offensive along the border, and that it was nearing a decision point. So what is your comment for that?
Our comment is that we want to see it resolved by diplomatic means. We want to see a ceasefire agreed to in Gaza that would allow us to pursue a diplomatic resolution in the north. This could all be solved by a ceasefire, and that's what we're pursuing.
Have you told the Israelis in the past couple of days or today specifically about these, like advise them not to do it?
So I don't know of any recent conversations with them, but we have had this conversation with them for a long time, and Israel has made clear they don't want a war in the north. A war in the north would tax their resources, which have already been taxed by the conflict in Gaza. This goes to the thing that the secretary has talked about, and I talked about a little bit about yesterday, where we look all of it and you see the potential of Israel being bogged down in Gaza, fighting a war in the north. If you have further instability in the West Bank, and as the president said, that drains them diplomatically, economically, militarily, and it's not a strategic success for them. So we have heard Israel say, publicly and privately, that their preferred resolution is a diplomatic one. Now, should we not get a ceasefire in Gaza? Should they continue to see strikes in the north? I don't know what will happen, but we will continue to focus on trying to achieve a diplomatic resolution to this conflict. It is not in anyone's interest to see escalation along the border between Israel and Lebanon.
And from U.S. point of view, would it be unacceptable for Israel to start this offensive in the north in the event of a ceasefire in Gaza?
So I'm not going to get into hypotheticals. As I said, we don't believe it is in their interest.
They're saying they're ready for it.
They have said that is different than launching. They have said it is not something they want to pursue either if they can pursue a diplomatic resolution. At the same time, the situation we do understand is untenable, so it does give urgency to the diplomatic negotiations to resolve that problem, and connected to that for Hamas to reach a ceasefire.
Thank you.